everybody, my name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be kind of a bumper Sunday sewing catch up. I've got lots of things that I want to share with you because I haven't been able to film a video for quite a while. I'm not going to share all of the fabric and all of the patterns I've been buying because I'm going to do a separate video for that, but I've picked a few key pieces of fabric that I want to share with you that I'm going to be turning into garments quite soon. I've got Fabric Godmother Dream Wardrobe box to share with you. I've got loads of things that I've been making. Again, this isn't an exclusive kind of list of everything that I've been sewing because there's loads of stuff from the summer that I still haven't shared. So I've got that to share with you. I'm not going to share something that has arrived, but I'm just going to show you the box. The Fabric Godmother Advent Calendar has arrived, which is very exciting. I've got a book to share with you, and then I've also got some sewing plans, and I also need your help with Nativity costumes, so I'll be asking about that as well. So before I jump into all of that, I'll let you know what I'm wearing, and I'm wearing two things that I made quite a while ago actually. I have got my Friday Pattern Company Heather blazer on in this beautiful wool fabric that I got from New Craft House. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the colours in it, and it's just lined with this really lovely viscose fabric that I got from Like So Amazing when Sarah was selling fabric, and it's got tigers all over it. And then I've got a True Bias Nico dress on in this really lovely like teal coloured rib knit fabric. It's all sort of clinging to me, and this fabric was from Sewmesunshine. I will put photos in of me wearing this outfit. This is what it looks like, and my favourite part of the outfit is my new boots that I'm going to show you. So you can see I've got tights on, but how fun are those boots? In fact, I'm going to take the boots off and show you because they're really fun. And then I've got this lovely necklace on. I can't remember where this was from. This was a gift. And I don't think they make these necklaces anymore, but it's absolutely beautiful. And then I've just got some green earrings in because I thought that went really nicely with the dress. But my boots I absolutely love. Look how fun they are. They're cowboy style boots. They are from Next do a brand called Little Bird by Jules Oliver, and they make the most incredible like trainers and shoes and boots. Most of them are for children, but some of the range goes up to adult size. So I'm a size 6, so I was able to get these amazing boots in a size 6, and I just think they're really fun. They're a little bit sparkly. They've got stars on, and then I just love this rainbow. I love anything with a rainbow, so when I saw those boots I just had to have them. So that is what I'm wearing today. So I think I'll start with my question, because I don't want to forget this question. But it's coming around to the Christmas nativity time at school, and I'm going to be making some new costumes for the children. So we've had the same costumes for as long as I've been at school. I've been at that school for, this is my 8th year there. So the costumes are looking quite tatty, they're looking quite worn, and we just need some new costumes. So I'm going to be making about 40. I've got a colleague who's going to be helping me, but because we're making so many costumes, I need some quite straightforward, quite simple patterns. So what I'm planning to do for like the shepherds, the innkeepers, the wise people, etc., was I was going to sew like a tunic type kind of all-in-one, so with grown on sleeves, quite loose fitting because I need it to be for varying sizes of children. So I'm looking for a pattern that's just a simple tunic over the head. I can put a button on, but because I'm making so many costumes, I'd rather not. I'd rather it just went over their head. So if anyone's got suggestions of a pattern that I could use for children, I teach reception, so they're age 4 and 5, but I've got children in varying heights. That would be really great, and I'll put a picture in of the sort of thing that I'm thinking of. And then for characters like the stars, the angels, the sheep, the stable animals, I'm thinking of just making like a simple tabard, because I'm going to be using quite thick fluffy fabric, particularly for the animals. So just a really simple sort of slip on again over the head sort of tabard that I can make in a thicker fabric, because I was going to say wolves, there's no wolves in the nativity. The sheep are going to be in like a furry fabric. Next weekend I'm going to get all of the fabric, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, if anyone's got suggestions for like a tunic style costume, or just a tunic style pattern for children's wear, please let me know. And if anyone's got any suggestions for like a tabard type kind of pattern for children, please let me know as well. I could self-draft, but I want to make it for varying kind of sizes, so I think it'd help me out if I had a pattern as a base that I could then change, and it just makes it a little bit quicker because we've got the Nativity is at the start of December, so I've only got a couple of weeks actually to get all of these costumes made up. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you. So I think I'll start with fabric next. I've got a big pile of fabric that's winking at me. I've got a couple of pieces of quilted fabric. I've got some Sherpa fleece. I've got like a canvas fabric, and then I've got some rib knit, which is in a plain fabric. So I'm just going to grab them. So I'm going to start with the plain fabric actually. I've got 3 pieces of the same type of fabric. And I think this might be my favourite fabric to wear because it's so buttery soft. It feels incredible. But basically, I think I always say this when I'm doing sort of sewing plans. I've got lots of things that are bright and colourful, that are patterned. So I need some tops that are going to keep me warm in the winter but are plain, so I can match them up with like my skirts and my dresses and trousers and things. So I've ordered 3 pieces of rib knit fabric from Sewmesunshine, and honestly this is so lovely and soft. It feels really buttery. It's got a really lovely amount of bounce, as you can see. It's got really lovely stretch and recovery. I've just gone for a metre of each one. This feels almost sort of fluffy. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I've just gone for a metre of each colour. So I've gone for like a cream colour here. Then I've gone for, I'm desperate for a black polo top. So I've gone for a black, just a really simple black, fine rib knit there. It's exactly the same fabric, so it's got a really lovely bounce and stretch and recovery. And then I've just gone for like a navy. I'd really love to get some more colours of this type of fabric. I'm looking for, and you'll see with some trousers that I share with you in a minute, I'm looking for like a aubergine kind of plum coloured fabric. So if anyone knows any other shops that have got this type of fabric in stock, please let me know, because I'd really like to get a few more colours. I've already got like a purple rib knit top that I made. I've got a pink Freya top. It's not in a rib knit. Actually, I really love wearing this type of fabric, so I could do with a pink rib knit as well. Please let me know in the comments below if you can recommend somewhere else to buy them, because these were all the colours from Sewmesunshine. So they're plain fabrics but with a clear purpose in mind. I'm just going to sew up some of the True Bias Nico. You can do the pattern as a top or you can do the pattern as a dress. I'm just going to do the tops. And then I've got a couple of pieces of quilted fabric that I got from Hey Sew Sister, and I'm absolutely obsessed with these. I also bought another quilted fabric from Hey Sew Sister, but I've already sewn it up. So the first one is this absolutely beautiful like mustard background with flowers all over. It's absolutely stunning. And then the other side of the fabric, this is what I absolutely love about it, is a green with flowers all over it. It's absolutely stunning. I might be holding it upside down actually. Is that the right way? I don't know if that's the right way. Yeah, the flowers. So it's a different pattern on either side. I don't know what to turn it into. I think I got 2 meters, but it's really narrow, which is making it really difficult to know what to turn it into. Because when you fold it, especially with like the fluffiness from the quilting, I'd have to fold it so it matches there. So you're kind of losing part of the fabric. So it makes it really narrow, as you can see. So I don't know what pattern to turn this into. I think I got 2.5 meters. So I've got quite a lot of fabric, but because it's quite narrow, I don't know what to turn it into. So please let me know if you've got suggestions of what to turn that into. I did think maybe the Megan Nielsen Havea jacket, or I was thinking the, what's the pattern? I've sewn it up so many times, the Narissa coat. By Hand London, the Narissa coat, but the short jacket. But yeah, I don't know what to turn it into, so please let me know if you've got thoughts and suggestions. I have been sewing up the New Craft House Everyday waistcoat, but I've got too much of this fabric and I think it would be a waste to turn it into that. Plus I've already made one of those. Well, I've made 2 of them actually. So yeah, I'd love your suggestions for that quilted fabric. And it's the same question for this beautiful striped cherry print quilted fabric too. So I've still got it actually wrapped up. So this again is from Hey Sew Sister. It's absolutely stunning. I'm going to hold it up so you can see how cute is that. It's It's got these gorgeous like candy pink and white stripes, and then the big cherries all over it. This is quite a narrow fabric again, and I got 2 meters of this one. The other side is this beautiful stripe effect, reminds me of like candy canes, and again this is quite a narrow fabric too, so I don't know what to turn that into either. I feel like I just need like a really cute little like cropped jacket. So if anyone's got any suggestions for what to turn that into, please let me know. Do I need another jacket, or could I turn it into something else? Please let me know in the comments below. That would be great. So I've popped that away for now because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to turn it into, but I just absolutely fell in love with that. It's so beautiful and cute, and I'm very excited about turning it into something. Then I have got, again, I just fell in love with the colourway of this. I just need to remind myself of what it was described as. It's a floral Sherpa fabric from Fabric Godmother, and it's on this really lovely dark green background, as you can see, and then it's got these beautiful pink flowers all over it with the neon centre, which I absolutely love. And then you kind of get that neon on the selvage. It's such a beautiful fabric. It's really fluffy, really soft, and then the other side is just, it's not fluffy. I don't know how to describe the other side. It's a little bit rough. So yeah, I don't know what to turn this into either. I thought maybe the Megan Nielsen Havea jacket. I've got the pattern actually, let me grab it. So here's the pattern. I thought the quilted fabric might work for the cropped version, and then the Sherpa fabric might work for this one. There's also the new pattern by Fabric Godmother, the Arbor coat. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I'll put an image in of what that looks like, but I could use this fabric for that coat pattern as well. I think that would make a really cute coat. But yeah, if you've got suggestions for this beautiful fabric, please let me know. I got 2.5 meters of this, and actually it's in the sale at the moment, so I'll link it down below if you want to go and get yourself some. It's absolutely beautiful. And then I've just got one more piece of fabric to share with you, and it is this really fun vegetable print canvas fabric from Hey So Sister. How beautiful is that? It's such a fun fabric. I absolutely love all the different vegetables all over it, and I think this will make a really great pair of trousers. So I've got 2 meters of this fabric. I just think it's really fun, and I think the children would love it if I wore something made in this fabric to school. I think they'd find it quite funny. So I'm thinking of 2 different patterns, so I'd love your thoughts on which pattern you think I should go for. Either the Tilly and the Buttons Winnie trousers, which is a new pattern that's come out recently, and I'm really loving that pattern. I love the shape of the trousers. Or the I always forget which pattern company it is, but the Petra pants. Is it named Clothing Petra, or is it, no, Closet Core Petra pants, which I absolutely love, and I've sewn up a pair of those as well, so I could turn it into that. And actually, just thinking out loud, the what's the pattern, the lane pants, I could turn it into the lane pants as well. So I've got 3 different trouser options. I'll put all the pictures in that I've just said of the patterns on the screen, so you can see which patterns I'm referring to. But I've got 2 meters. It's a canvas fabric, but it's not a super thick canvas fabric. But I definitely want to turn it into some trousers. And then I thought, if I can find some rib knit in this kind of aubergine purple colourway, then that would work really nicely with this fabric. But also that black would work really nicely with this fabric, just with a polo neck kind of design. I don't know if the cream would work. Possibly. It might be a little bit too light against that fabric. But yeah, I'm just thinking like polo neck t-shirt, or top should I say, like jumper, and then trousers. So it's whether I go for the Winnie trousers, which are slightly more narrow in fit on the legs, or do I go for something like the, I think it's Sid Graham lane pants, which are wider, or do I go for the Petra trousers? And I really like the wide legged version of the Petra trousers. So please let me know if you've got thoughts on that as well. I'd really appreciate your thoughts and suggestions on what trouser patterns go for. I definitely want to turn it into a pair of trousers. I'm just really stuck between which design I go for. So that was all of the fabric I wanted to share with you. So now I'm going to share the Fabric Godmother Dream Wardrobe box that came last month. So it was a really heavy box, came like this. I have opened it, but then I've closed it again. So it's the October 25 Dream Wardrobe box. You get the QR code on a piece of paper, which gives you more information. You always get the Goodsman thread included and beautiful fabric, which is this fabric. So I have written down what they said about the box. It's laser printed raw denim fabric, and it feels quite stiff and quite rough at the moment, but the idea is that it will change over time as you wash them. And then we also got a little gift. You always get a little gift, which was like this little, I don't know what they described it as. Oh, it's a little mat for your buttonholes. That was it. So you put where you want to cut your buttonholes, you lay it over there and then you cut them. So I have got like the chisel little tool that you get to cut your buttonholes, because it was a gift in one of the Dream Wardrobe boxes a while ago. So then we've got this little cutting mat to cut buttonholes or whatever it is that you need to. If you've got any little bits and bobs that you need to cut on there, you can use this little cutting mat. And then the pattern is something that I wouldn't have bought, but actually I'm really excited to make up. So it is the Emporia sewing patterns. I don't have any of their patterns. I've never sewn with their patterns before. It comes in sizes 6 to 30, and it's the Rowan trousers, R-O-A-N trousers. So it says it's a barrel leg trouser pattern with a loose and comfy fit for a cool and casual feel. They have a medium rise waist, deep cutaway front pockets, a classic V-back yoke, and angled 5 side pockets at the rear. Top stitching detail on the seams and a fly zip add jean style detail. Rowan's described as an intermediate sewing pattern. And then you also get, there's like an elastic detail in the back. So if you look at the front, I mean, I haven't sewn these up and I haven't really researched into the pattern, but they look like jeans at the front because you've got that zip fly. And then at the back, I'll see if I can find better pictures to show you, but you've got elastic that goes into the waistband at the back. And that is my preferred way of finishing trousers. I like having the flat front at the front and then having that elastic in the back. So I'm really looking forward to giving these a try. I think it'd be really interesting. I just need to get all the bits and bobs you need to sew them up. And then once I've had to go, I'll let you know. But I think these are going to be a great addition to my wardrobe. They do look cropped though. I wonder if anybody's sewn these up and they've extended the legs so they're not cropped, because it looks like that's the only option that you get with the pattern. If they're sort of a jean style, I tend to wear that sort of thing in the autumn winter, so I don't want my ankles out. So I need to have a little bit of a think about whether you can just extend the length without losing that barrel shape. So I'll do a little bit of research with that. But that was a really lovely Dream Wardrobe box. And I'm very excited about November's box coming, because apparently it's sort of party themed. So I think that'd be great in preparation for Christmas and all the Christmas parties. I'm just going to put that away. I will show you the advent calendar box now. I'm not going to show you. I have, just to say, opened it because I can't store such a big box. And I did want to have a little sneak peek, but I'm not going to spoil it for anybody else. But if you've ordered the Fabric Godmother advent calendar, it's probably arrived by now. Mine arrived a few days ago, and this is how big the box is. And I love that it says on the front, I'm not going to lift it up because you'll get to see what's inside, but it says do not open until the 1st of December. So I'm very excited about opening that and seeing actually what the advent calendar looks like this year, because I had it last year and I loved opening all the different boxes. So I'm really excited to see what it looks like this year. So I think that was everything apart from what I've been sewing. Oh no, I'll share the colouring book now and then I'll finish with all the things that I've been making. I think I've talked about Emily Coxhead before. I absolutely love her Happy News newspaper. I subscribe to it. I love getting it. I think it's such a wonderful concept for a newspaper where she just shares happy news. I've got all of her children's books that she's brought out, and I love reading them to the children at school. And then she's just brought out a colouring book. So it's called Colour Your Happy, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm really excited about using this at school. So it says it's time to unwind, colour your happy in this cute and cosy colouring book from the much loved creator of the Happy News. With 45 hand-drawn illustrations to colour in, you can relax and get comfy with your sloth and friends. So yeah, I used this book, the 365 facts, with my year 2 class last year. And then I've used these books with the early years. So you've got Find Your Happy and Feel Your Happy. They're both absolutely beautifully illustrated books and the stories are gorgeous. So these are the pictures inside, so I'm looking forward to doing some happy colouring. I absolutely love colouring. I think it's a really lovely relaxing way to kind of switch off. So I thought I'd share that book with you. Some earrings came as well, actually. I should share that with you because there are some very cute earrings that came from Sapphire Frills. Where did I put them? They're here. I did have a bit of a tidy up behind here, but I end up with all kinds of jewellery just dumped there because Lola and I both use them. These were from like the autumn collection, and then the Christmas collection has just been released, and there are some beautiful earrings in the Christmas collection. So I link them down below, and there's a discount code which I'll link down below where you can get a discount on your earrings using a code. I think it's the Baker That Sews, but I'll link it all down below. How cute are those? Cute little wellies. So I have worn them. I've got some welly boots which aren't full wellies, they're like ankle boot wellies. So I've worn these with those. They're absolutely beautiful because I subscribe to their subscription box where you get earrings included. So then we got these cute autumn leaf earrings as well. I'm yet to buy any of the Christmas earrings, but I'm going to have a little look because I've seen some gorgeous ones already. I mean, I've got so many earrings behind me, but Lola and I wear the earrings, and actually Ruby likes to wear the earrings too. So I thought I'd share those. Now on to my favourite thing, sharing some of the things that I have been sewing up so far. So let's start with a heather blazer. So I'm going to take this off. I absolutely love the heather blazer. It's a pattern by Friday Pattern Company. It's quite a relaxed fit in terms of a blazer, and if you've watched my video where I was sharing my Make 9 fabrics, you'll recognise this fabric. So I was going to turn it into a dress, but actually in the end I decided it would be better as Friday Pattern Company heather blazer, and I'm really pleased that I actually went with the heather blazer. I'm just going to pop it on for you. So it's this beautiful, almost like spring themed floral brocade fabric. I think I got it from Sewmesunshine. I'm just going to sort out my sleeves. And I've just lined it with a neon cotton that I got from Sister Mintaka ages ago. Really thin cotton, and it's just got these neon like embroidered lines going across. So this is the blazer. As you can see, it's quite a relaxed fit. You've got sort of the lapel down the side, and then you've got the collar that goes around the back. And then I have put pockets on, quite deep pockets. I always like to fully line my pockets, as you can see. So that's what I've done here. I haven't put a button on or a buttonhole because I know I won't fasten this, so I didn't bother doing that. If I'm honest, I was being a little bit lazy because I didn't want to put that on. And then as you can see, you've got the inset sleeves, and it is a two-piece sleeve, and the jacket is fully lined as well. I'll take it off just so you can see, but it is fully lined. I'm not going to bother putting my other jacket on because I'm going to end up showing you some other things as well. But yeah, it's a really beautiful jacket pattern. I absolutely love it. So that's what it looks like, and I think it's a really good use of this brocade fabric. The back, it's cut as two pieces, and then you've got that seam line down the back, the centre back, and that's for ease of movement. And then, like I said, you've got that collar that goes all the way round the back as well. And then I lined it, like I said, with this beautiful like cotton fabric that's got the neon embroidered. I say neon, there's a few that are neon and pastel-y. I just thought it went really nicely with that brocade fabric, and I know I'm going to get lots and lots of wear out of this, not just in the springtime. I think I've got quite a lot of Nico dresses. I don't think it quite goes with this one, but I've got a purple rib knit Nico dress that I think this would go beautifully with. And then I've also got a yellow pleated skirt. I don't think I've shared that with you guys either. I can't remember if I have, because that was another Make 9 fabric that I've been desperate to sew up. I'll just grab it just in case I haven't shared it. So it's this beautiful pre-pleated fabric that I got from New Craft House. It's absolutely stunning, and I just think that skirt with probably like a lilac top, and then this jacket, I just think it'll go so beautifully together. I think it'll be such a cute outfit. Anyway, I'm really pleased. This was a really simple make. I just got some really thick elastic from a local like haberdashery shop, and then I was absolutely petrified about cutting this fabric, but I had lots and lots of suggestions of laying it out, measuring and cutting from the top, so I did just go for it. And then I used rainbow overlocker just to overlock the edges, and then as you can see it's just been attached to the elastic on the inside, and then the elastic's flipped up, and then I've got a beautiful simple skirt. I don't know why it took me so long to actually sew it up. I haven't been able to wear it yet because the weather's not been great, but I'm really pleased that I got that fabric sewn up as well. So I'm doing quite well with my Make 9 fabrics. I just need to go back and check. In fact, I might have sewn them all up because there's another Make 9 fabric that I've actually turned into something that I'm going to be sharing with you today. So I might be all done with my Make 9 fabrics. I need to go back to that video and check what fabrics I needed to sew up. But I'd love it if I finished all my Make 9 because I don't always. Normally I've got a couple of fabrics that roll over. So that was the first and second thing that I wanted to share with you. And then I have got some new Craft House everyday waistcoats that I've sewn up. So let's grab the first one. And again, it'll work really nicely with this dress. So the first one is in this gorgeous red and pink. I love those two colours together. Quilted fabric, pre-quilted fabric from Hey Sister. So it's fully lined. I have used the same fabric for the inside as the outside, and the new Craft House recommend that you bias bind the edge of the waistcoat, but actually what I prefer to do is use the burrito method to fully line it, and then you just stitch at the bottom once you've turned it through. So I've already worn this and absolutely loved wearing it. It's really comfortable. It's probably a little bit too bright to go with this dress, but you'll get the idea of what it looks like. I really love the shape of the everyday waistcoat because it's curved. It gives a really beautiful shape. I just made the pocket pattern because I wanted it to be quite deep. As you can see, it goes right up here, but it means I can fit like my phone or my purse in there if I don't want to take a bag out. And again, I've fully lined the pockets because that's what I prefer to do. I prefer them to be fully lined. It's a really simple waistcoat. It's got a really beautiful curve. And I think it just adds an extra kind of splash of colour because I've made it in quite a bright fabric to an outfit where I'm wearing like a plain fabric. So I've actually worn this with a pink top, and then I've got a heart print skirt that I got I made using fabric from New Craft House, and I felt like this went really nicely with it. So that's the first one. I sewed up a 10 using that pattern, and that fits me really nicely. I really love the shape of that waistcoat. I think it's really lovely. And then the other one is in like a I think it's a Sherpa fleece again, and I got this maybe last year or the year before. I feel like I've had it in my stash for a while. I got it from Fabric Godmother. I got one from Fabric Godmother and one from Sewmesunshine. This one was from Fabric Godmother. I actually really love the purple and the brown together, which I didn't think I would love. And again, this is just another snuggly layer to go with an outfit. This might go better with this one actually. And I've done exactly the same thing. I used the burrito method to sew the lining and the outer fabric pattern pieces together, and then I've just got those pockets again, but I've put the pockets that way so they're not as deep, but they are quite wide. So there's the pockets. It's got again that really lovely curve. It was really hard, and actually it keeps going in on itself, to keep that curve because the fabric is quite thick here, but actually I think it works really nicely. And as you can see, again, it's got that lovely curved neckline that comes down across the front as well. So again, a really simple sew, didn't take very long at all, couple of hours. That's what it looks like at the back, and that's what it looks like at the front. I've actually worn these with a pair of Winnie trousers that look like this. They are super crumpled. I have not ironed them because they've literally just come out of the wash because I've been wearing these non-stop. But I actually wore the Winnie trousers with that waistcoat and a purple Nico polo top. And I felt like it went really nicely together as an outfit. I might as well share the Winnie trousers with you now. So the Winnie trousers are, this is not going to look great because they're really crumpled, so apologies for that. But you have a flat fronted waistband here, and then you've got these lovely pockets. You can put pockets on the back. I've chosen not to. And then you've got elastic in the waistband, and then they've got this really gentle sort of barrel leg shape. So we've got a bit of thread, You're not going to be able to see. I'm really sorry. That's really difficult to show you. I'll put pictures in of the actual original pattern. This fabric was from Hey Sew Sister. I absolutely loved that sort of darker purple with the lilac, almost pink stripe. I just thought it was really lovely. And I sewed up a UK 10, which is a Tilly in the Button size 3 for the Winnie trousers, and they fit me really nicely. You're meant to have quite a deep hem on the Winnies, but what I find is if I follow their instructions for the hem, they're too short on me. So actually I do a 2cm hem where I turn it up once, then turn it up again, press it, and then sew it. And that works really well for me. Then I have used another Make 9 fabric. So it's this gorgeous lilac denim with these neon flowers that I got this fabric from Fabric Godmother, and I've had it for a good couple of years, and I wasn't sure what to turn it into, and then somebody suggested, they left a comment, I think it might have been my Make 9 kind of review video a couple of months ago, and suggested this pattern. I'm going to get my iPad because I don't want to say it wrong. They suggested, and I'm really sorry, I should have written down who it was, so apologies, but they suggested this pattern, which is the Anne Tilly handmade magic pants, and they are magic. It's an amazing pattern. It's an amazing pattern to sew up, if I can show you. So you have this magic panel that you put in of elastic, so like elasticated fabric. So I use like a rib knit fabric for this panel here, and then you've got this bit that's kind of flaps down, and you've got D-rings on, and then you have, I don't know if you can see from here, you have some straps at the back that come all the way around the front and loop into the D-rings. I'm going to show you on the actual pair that I've sewn up in a moment, but that's what they look like as a line drawing. They come in sizes 2XS and go up to 6X. And then in terms of fabric, they recommend a lightweight woven fabric designed for linen but successful in cotton, stretch denim, and I have used a slight stretch denim and they work absolutely fine for them. They recommend for the pocket bags either the main fabric or quilter's cotton. I just went with the same fabric as the main part of the trousers. And then the centre front panel, they recommend stretched ribbed knit fabric, and it has to have at least 5% elastic. And the stretch plus the rib gives you maximum stretch and recovery. And then you also need lightweight fusible interfacing for certain parts of the pants. So here are mine. They are so clever. It was really interesting sewing them up because it's a very new kind of concept for me. Really deep pockets, which I absolutely love. And then you've got snap fastens here, and the straps are at the back of your trousers. And at the back, you don't see it. I'm going to show you. At the back, you've got hidden elastic as well, which helps with the pulling of the straps. So as you can see there's a little bit of elastic in that back panel, but it's hidden by the facing, so you don't even realise it's there. Then you've got the D-rings here. So I'm going to unclip this so you can see the magic of the pants pattern, which is this hidden panel here of rib fabric that stretches just enough to make it really comfortable, but it's hidden by this panel that kind of flops down unless it's caught with the straps. And as you can see, the straps are at the back, they come all the way to the front. You feed them into the D-ring and then clip them in place, and then it just means that it's comfortable at the front, but you can't see that. It looks like a flat fronted pair of trousers, and then it's the same with the back. And then when you are constructing, one of the first things that you do is you put in some interfacing on the back of here. It's going to be really difficult to show you. And then you put a facing on there, you cut into the facing, feed it through to the back, and then top stitch around, and that creates the opening for your strap to feed through. And then the strap feeds through and comes to the front. It's a really clever pattern. Really enjoyed sewing it up. I thought it was really interesting, and I really enjoyed following instructions to a new designer to me. And I thought the instructions were really straightforward. And I've really enjoyed sewing those up. So if I get my iPad, I can tell you what size I sewed up, because I know that's really helpful to know, and I always forget to share what size I've sewn up. So I sewed up an extra small, and they fit me really nicely. Because you've got that stretch ribbing at the front, that really helps if your body measurements fluctuate like mine do, because I get quite bloated, depends on the time of the month. So it means that these trousers are always going to fit me because I've got that rib panel at the front and they're a little bit of elastic in the back as well. So you've just got that flexibility with the size of the trousers, and they are really, really comfortable to wear as well. I've really enjoyed wearing them. So whoever it was that recommended that pattern to me, thank you so much, because it was a really enjoyable pattern to sew up, and I've got a great pair of trousers, and I've used another of my Make 9 fabrics as well. So the next thing that I've sewn up is another pair of the Petra trousers, which I absolutely love. They're one of my favourite trouser patterns to sew up in this really fun tiger denim. Again, they're really crumpled because I keep wearing them, so apologies for that. But this denim is such a fun denim from Fabric Godmother. I absolutely love it. I think it's such a beautiful fabric, and I couldn't wait for it to arrive in the post, and I couldn't wait to turn it into a pair of trousers. So I'm going to stand up and show you what they look like. What I really love about them, again, is you've got that flat fronted waistband at the front, really deep pockets. I love the panels. The trousers are made up of panels, and I think they give a really nice shape. A nice relaxed shape, and I love the deep pockets. And then at the back you've got the elastic in the waistband, makes the trousers really comfortable to wear. I always go for the wide leg style of the trousers. That's what I prefer. I just think they're really, really comfortable. I now need to sew up a top that will go with these, because I'm finding it really difficult to know what colour top to wear with these. I also really love the accidental pattern matching on the front there with that tiger. This denim was really fun to sew up. It's beautiful quality denim, and they're a really fun trouser. I couldn't resist it because I absolutely love tigers as well, so I'm definitely going to wear these to school, but I don't know what colour top to wear. Maybe I pick out that sort of lighter pink, because I have got a pink top, but it's just the wrong shade of pink. But yeah, they're a really fun pair of trousers, really, really comfortable as well. So I'm not sure if I should use the vegetable fabric to sew up another pair of these. Yeah, I'm not sure. The Petra trousers are patterned by Closet Core. You can sew up the narrow-legged trousers, or you can sew up the wide-legged, and I always go for the wide-legged. That's what I prefer. In terms of difficulty, they describe it as a pattern for confident beginners, and they are really straightforward to sew up. The instructions are brilliant as well. In terms of sizes, they come in 2 different size bandings, so 0 to 20 or 14 to 32. I'm just going to see if I can find the information on sizing, just so I can tell you what size I sewed up. So I sewed up a size 8, which is a bust measurement of 35 inches, a waist measurement of 28 inches, and a hip measurement of 37 inches. And because you've got the elastic in the back, you've got flexibility there to have the elastic tighter or looser when you are sewing them up. You can kind of play around with the length of the elastic to make them fit your body as well. But I find that size fits me really nicely. So the next thing that I wanted to share with you, I think it might be the, oh no, I've got 2 more things to share with you. I'm just going to go back and get the information on my iPad for you. So as soon as this pattern was released, it's going to be really difficult to share with you and show you, but I have sewed up the Kajo, K-A-J-O batwing wrap, sweater and dress by Named Clothing. So it's this pattern here. It's absolutely beautiful. You can sew up the sweater or you can sew up the dress, and I've sewn up the dress. I just absolutely fell in love with the look of this dress. So I've sewn it up in this sort of rust, would you describe it as a rust coloured fabric, I think, from Sewmesunshine. It's so hard to show you because it's on the hanger, but you've kind of got this faux wrap at the front, and then you've got the same kind of faux wrap detail at the back. Sorry, that is the tie belt. Then you've got this beautiful kind of bar detail at the back, so you get this beautiful V at the back as well. And then there's also an option to sew up a belt, so that's what I've done, and then the belt just goes across the middle. The skirt itself is almost like pencil style skirt, so that's what it looks like. Now I will say, when I was sewing this up, I found the instructions really difficult to follow. I've sewn with Named Clothing sewing patterns before, but for whatever reason I just found I couldn't really get my head around the sewing instructions. So the process of sewing the pattern quite stressful. I didn't find it an enjoyable sew. What I also found is you interface the facing. So just use the stretch interfacing. It's a lightweight stretch interfacing. But I find that even though I understitch the facing, it really flips to the front. So when I'm wearing it, I'm really conscious of the fact that the facing, although it's the same colour as the main fabric, it's an annoying detail where it flips to the front. Even though I've pressed it, I've understitched it. I don't know if I'm the only one that's found that, but it's the same on the back as well. I sewed up, so it comes in sizes, right, it comes in sizes UK 4 to 28. So my bust measurement, and it goes off your full bust measurement, I sewed up a UK size 8, but actually I would size down because it is too big on me. The bodice is too big. Where you get the facing flipping through ever so slightly, it also just feels a little bit kind of loose around that area. You have got the belt to kind of cinch it in, but I would definitely size down if I was going to sew this up again. So you can sew, like I said, the dress, which is what I sewed up. So the dress has got this lovely kind of batwing sleeve shape, which is beautiful, and then you attach the bodice to the skirt, and the skirt is like a pencil skirt kind of shape. Or you can sew up the just the sweater, and it's got this really gorgeous, like curved, beautiful kind of waistband that goes across, up and then down, and it's really curved. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I really love the photos that they've shared on the website with the pattern release. I just think I need to tweak it if I was going to sew it again. And like I said, I didn't find the instructions that straightforward to have a go at following, which was a bit of a shame because normally I find them quite straightforward. It could have just been that I was tired when I was trying to sew it up, but I didn't find them as straightforward. So therefore the project was a little bit stop-starty. So I think I will have a go at sewing it again, because I've got another fabric that I would like to turn it into, but I think I will definitely size down, and I need to do a little bit of research about the facing, because although I understitched and pressed and I used a lightweight stretch interfacing, I still found that it does creep to the front, at the front of the dress and also the back of the dress as well. So the final thing that I've been sewing is the new pattern by Tilly and the Buttons, so the Noa Pinafore. So I'm just going to get the information of the pattern for you. So it's called Noa. It comes in sizes UK 6 to 34. It's a zip front pinafore with 2 necklines and 2 hemline options. So you can do a shorter hemline, or you can do a longer hemline, and you can do a curve, like a round neckline, or you can do a V neckline. I'm not going to be able to show you pictures on my iPad because it's charging at the moment, but I'll put pictures in so you can see. So it says, meet Noa, the polished pinafore that will quickly become a wardrobe fave, with princess seam bodice, exposed zip, and then you've also got an option to do like D-rings on the back, and then a tab to kind of cinch it in at the back if you want to. Noa blends classic lines with modern details. It's a semi-fitted silhouette, subtly shaped with princess seams and waist darts, high waistline with optional D-ring adjuster at the back, exposed zip front opening, and then the choice of the round neck or the V-neck, and then a choice of mini or knee-length hemline. So in terms of fabric, they recommend medium to heavyweight woven fabrics like a denim, a corduroy, a twill, a jacquard, or wool suiting with little, with or without a little stretch. In terms of sizes, I went with a Tilly and the Buttons Tilly and the Buttons 3, which is a UK 10. I have sewn it up using this really fun fabric that I got from Hazel's sister, and I've gone with this silver zip, and this fabric has got cats all over it, which I thought was just such a fun fabric. I didn't go for the kind of the D-ring tab on the back to bring it in. I really love all of those cats. I think they're really, really fun. You can see the princess seams on the back, and you can see the princess seams on the front as well. And then I've gone for the round neckline. I'm going to be really honest and say, when I put it on, I'm not sure it is a dress pattern that I'm going to love. And the reason for that is the skirt is quite straight, and I actually prefer either a skirt that's kind of got lots of gathers, or a skirt that's maybe got a little bit more shaping to it. I'm not sure where the waistline sits and the length of the skirt is for me. I did the longer length dress. So what do they say? I think they say it stops at the knee. I wish I'd taken a photo of the original when I first finished it, because it was really long on me. I'm 5'5", Yeah, so it's described as knee length, but actually it stopped below my knee. I ended up taking good 4 inches off, and I'm still not happy with kind of the length. It's still stopping at my knee, so actually I'm going to take some more length off the dress. I am not happy with it at the moment. I also feel like it needs pockets. It doesn't have pockets on, and I think that's what I would do next time if I was sewing it up. I might put pockets on. You've got the darts at the front, you've got darts at the back. I just think there are other pinafore dresses that suit my body shape better, which is a shame because I was really excited about sewing this up, and I've seen so many beautiful versions of the pattern. It's just I don't think a shape for my body. I will wear it, and I've got the rib knit from Sewmesunshine that I'm going to sew up a black top. So I think maybe with the black top or the cream top underneath might be better, and I'm going to play around with the length of the dress as well. So that was everything that I wanted to share with you today. That was a bumper video. I had lots of fabrics to share with you. The final thing I want to share with you are some of my sewing plans, and again I would like your help with this. So I've got a friend at work who is getting rid of this incredible dress. It's amazing. Let me just find the top of the dress. There's so much tulle with this dress, and this gorgeous like metallic fabric. I don't even know what type of fabric it is. I'm not going to be able to find the top of this dress. Look how big it is. Right, I've got it. So she was getting rid of it because it doesn't fit her, and she thought it's such a beautiful dress. Did I want to do something with it? Now I won't fit in this either. It's got boning in the bodice. This is like a black velvet fabric. Let me just hold it up. So yeah, it's like a strapless bodice, and then it goes down to sort of where you're just below your hips actually, this. So probably got about 1 meter of that velvet fabric. But then look at the skirt. It's absolutely insane. It's got these gorgeous layers of this beautiful metallic fabric, and then underneath that metallic fabric is loads of tulle fabric. So she's given it to me because she was going to get rid of it, or she asked me if I thought I could turn it into something. So I'd love your suggestions on what you would turn this into. I thought maybe a really cute jacket. I probably won't do anything with the tulle fabric. I'll keep it just in case I want to use it for something else. But I thought I could use maybe this fabric as like a little jacket, or try and make like a cute little waistcoat out of the velvet and then line it with this metallic fabric. I also think I could use this fabric to make a really fun party skirt as well. So if anyone's got suggestions of what you would turn this beautiful dress into, please let me know. I'm really excited about getting that turned into something. And then I have got some, again, I think it's like Sherpa fabric. This came as a Dream Wardrobe box. I think it was September's box. This beautiful cream coloured kind of fleecy Sherpa fabric. And we also got the new pattern by Fabric Godmother, the Arbor coat, spelt A-R-B-R-E. I'll put some pictures in of what it looks like. But I'm really looking forward to sewing this up. I think it'll be a really lovely coat pattern, and actually the daisy print fleece that I shared at the beginning of the video might work really well for this pattern. So it's a new pattern released by Fabric Godmother. You can either sew it as an unlined coat or you can sew it as a lined coat, and there's different lengths as well. It's called the Arbor coat. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's aimed at beginner intermediate sewists. You buy the coat pattern separately, and then you can buy the Arbor coat lining as an add-on. So it comes in sizes UK 6 to UK 30, and there's 2 different options. You can do a cropped coat or you can do a longer coat with a tie belt, and like I've already said, you can do unlined or you can do a lined version, but you do need to buy the lining pattern separately. It's PDF only. And it says the Arbor coat has 2 length options. View A is the short version, which finishes at the hip, and View B is the long version and finishes mid-calf. You also have the option to choose between fastening the front with press studs or secure the wrap front with a tie belt. The Arbor coat pattern is unlined. They also have a lining add-on packet available separately should you choose that option. It's been designed for adventurous beginner intermediate sewers. And the Arbor coat pattern features an angled back yoke seam with a wrap front placket. It also has a 2-piece sleeve which connects to the body with a raglan armhole. You can also choose from interior seam finishing techniques or add the optional lining pattern. In terms of fabrics, they recommend medium to heavyweight coating fabrics like a board wool or felt, and quilted or jacquard fabrics, puffer, denim, fleece or sherpa as well. So yeah, the lining add-on, if you're buying it separately, is £7. So there's Josie with the cropped version, and she's lined it. I'm not going to line my coat. I haven't got the add-on to line it. I'm just going to keep it unlined and finish the seams. I haven't actually decided how I'm going to finish the seams, but I've had this cut out since September. I just haven't had the time to sew at the moment. I know that autumn one is always super busy at school, so I know that I don't really get the opportunity to sew in autumn one, but I am starting to make plans now, although the next couple of weeks I'm going to be super busy with nativity costumes, but I will keep you updated with how I get on with the nativity costumes as well. So thank you so much for coming back and watching my video. If you've enjoyed hearing my bumper update, please do give this video a thumbs up, and I will be back really soon with another video. I think my next video will probably be a bumper fabric and pattern haul, because I've been buying lots of patterns as well. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.